Still gonna talk about the tampons. Okay, so, right, it's not such a big deal. The anxiety, the unnecessary thoughts, and I'm talking about decades, decades of humiliating experiences. The overflowing public, constantly checking, is there any stain, is there any, constantly in that panic, like I told you, in that mental prison, right? And then, not to mention only having to wear black or dark colored clothes, and always like panicking. Oh, is there stain? Is there stain? Seriously, yeah, if you grow up in a conservative household like I did, or in the conservative community, there's nothing wrong with tampons. There's nothing wrong with period cups. Yeah, just make sure you maintain the hygiene. I mean, you wash your hands and you don't leave them in too long, because you don't want any cases of toxic shock syndrome and stuff like that. Yeah, for especially the young girls out there with mothers who don't really teach, or you don't have figures in your life, adult figures that actually teach you positive things. They feed a lot of negative things in your head, and you have to learn things the hard way like I did. I'm talking about years and years of very embarrassing moments, publicly embarrassing moments, I'm telling you. I was walking around with a blood stain on my skirt, okay? And I was panicking, and then the girls were not helping. I'm telling you, the girls are very mean. I was saying earlier about, I want to talk about how nasty girls are to one another. So one time in the washroom at Polytechnic, right, this Malay girl was being sarcastic to another girl. So, sometimes some people, their periods are not predictable, right? It come and go as and when it wants, like a dusty, So, the girl was shouting from the cubicle, not shouting, she was calling out, anybody has sanitary pads, blah, blah, blah. Then I didn't have any, somebody else was trying to look around. So, the girl, instead of helping that Malay girl, her reply was, cocok je lah, you take tampon and cocok, something like that. That means you take the tampon and poke yourself, So, it's not helping, right? You want to help, you want to give people good advice, you understand the toxicness or conservativeness, you understand that the better solution is to use something else, right? But you don't have to respond that way. So, I would assume, and people will assume females have support for one another, but they don't. And then you have those people like my former friend Farhana, the one that was practicing voodoo. Anyway, she is the type that, people need to give me sanitary pad, I'm too lazy. So there are girls out there who expect other people to provide for them and take advantage. And then there are some girls out there who are not very helpful to one another. So, anyway, I pray that all the toxic people just stay away from everyone and everything. And then, yeah, so there's nothing wrong with tampons. And if you can, get yourself period cups. Period cups, medical grade, super forgot what is it?